It's Le Mans time again, and like always with this hypercar generation, we have to take a closer look at the BoP ratings first to understand what's happening on track. First of all, we do something the ACO and FIA tell us not to do. We compare the past BoP rating in Spa with the race in Le Mans. In Spa, Alpine, Aston Martin and Peugeot had the highest possible power and relatively low weights and hence the best ratings. Peugeot even had the highest power and the lowest possible weight, and it seemed like a French success in Le Mans was being prepared. Now in Le Mans, the rating for Peugeot looks very different. They are suddenly 9 kg heavier, have almost 20 horsepower less and another 8 horsepower less above 250 km per hour. Given the performance of Peugeot so far, it will be hard to succeed with such a rating in Le Mans. Alpine and Aston Martin, on the other hand, have even less weight in Le Mans and can pretty much keep their power, so less punishment for them. But Aston Martin needs to become competitive at all, and after the last year's performance, Alpine needs to show that their car is reliable enough for 24 hours. BMW gets 10 kg less weight in Le Mans, 9 horsepower more, and a massive power boost above 250 km per hour to the maximum possible 707 horsepower. So BMW should be pretty competitive. Also the Cadillac gets a bit less weight, 22 horsepower more and a slight drop for high speeds. And it's the same for Ferrari, Toyota and Porsche. They get a massive reduction in weight and a huge power boost, while, unlike the others, the Porsche can even increase power above 250 km per hour. But ACO and FIA tell us not to compare Le Mans to other WEC races because Le Mans is so special. So let's take a closer look at how this year's BoP compares to last year's Le Mans race. Here, the differences are not as significant. The weight of all competitors is more or less the same, plus minus 1 kg, only the Peugeot is 8 kg lighter than last year. But in terms of power, we see huge differences. Alpine has 14 horsepower more and 4 horsepower more at high speeds. BMW gets a 10 horsepower boost above 250 km per hour and Cadillac has 11 horsepower more but less power at high speeds. Special is what happens with Ferrari. Although winning the last 2 years in Le Mans and dominating the WEC, they have 1 kg less than last year but 9 horsepower more at low speeds. Now people say that their punishment at higher speeds is higher than last year because the percentage is higher, but the result is the same power above 250 km per hour compared to last year. So Ferrari should be even more competitive than last year, and let's not forget that the special high-speed BoP was introduced because of Ferrari's high-speed advantage. Peugeot has 8 kg less and slightly more power than the previous year, but compared to the competition, they have the worst ratings in low and high speeds, so don't expect too much of them. Porsche has 1 kg less than last year, the same low speed power but 10 horsepower more at high speeds. So Porsche and BMW are the strongest cars on the straight. Toyota gets the same weight as last year, but now with the maximum power, which is 16 horsepower more compared to 2024, and the same high-speed power. So we can expect a good fight between Ferrari and Toyota, who have even better ratings than last year, although already being competitive. BMW and Porsche will be strong on the straights, while the two French brands Peugeot and Alpine will be limited, especially at higher speeds. So which one is your favorite team this year? Let me know in the comments below and see you at the next video.